We're back with it's Eric Nagel.
Segment 2 of the show. Eric and Jordan here with you, talking about television, movies, streaming updates, all the news that is fit to print. And of course, we start off this segment by talking about things that we have been watching and enjoying and reviewing for your entertainment. Nah, it's just for us to kill time and not be alone with our thoughts. Jordan, what have you been watching?
Last night, I watched the live-action Lilo and Stitch, which was cute.
The biggest movie of the year.
Over $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nothing's gonna catch it. It wasn't bad. It's just a live-action version of the cartoon. There's really not much to change from that. There was a little bit of change to the story toward the end of it, but none of it was egregious enough to think like, oh, this is terrible. They ruined the story. Like, it was actually a fun little not cartoon, but a live action. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Kids enjoyed it. So it was a good one. I've watched all 5 episodes of Alien Earth, and I'm pretty convinced it's one of my favorite shows. It's so good. I love what they're doing with it. They're almost making the xenomorph like a secondary character that you can take it completely out of this show right now, and everything else is still creeping me the fuck out.
See, in any other property, that doesn't work. If you take the main feature that the property is about and you make them a side character or not even important to the story, that's what was going to happen to Blade. Remember, like he was the fourth most important character in the supposed Blade movie that was scripted, and it was all going to be like a girl boss female lead movie, and then Blade just happened to be there, and they got rid of that. And like, nope, that's done. This isn't going to work. They scrapped it. So now you're taking Alien out of the Alien franchise property that's there, and it's still working.
It still works. In fact, this last episode, the 5th episode. If you're watching the show, this 5th episode kind of takes place before the rest of the first 4 episodes because it's kind of like a flashback. It's the lead up to what was going on in the rest of the episodes. And I can't say the worst because it's not even bad. It's just the least fun parts of this episode was the xenomorph being a part of it toward the end of the episode. Everything else was creepy. It was weird. It was like you don't want to eat while you're watching it. You don't want to drink anything. Like it really just kind of played on this weird visceral, like you don't know what's going on. There's things getting loose, and it's creepy. And this little eyeball alien, I've talked about it before. There's something up with this thing. Like they did another level of.
You're saying it's up to no good.
It's. I think this is one of those things where this little eyeball alien is more sentient than the rest of these little aliens that they captured and the xenomorph and all this stuff. And it's been stuck on a spaceship in captivity for 60 years. And it's fucking probably gone crazy. Like there's something up with this thing. And it's such a good show. Like I really cannot wait to see what else they do with it. Like it's really good. It's probably my favorite show on right now.
Okay.
Let's see. Miss B says, have y'all seen Resident Alien at all? I am not caught up with the newest season, which I believe is the last season. So I have not watched the last one. I love that show. I kind of want to go back and read the comics that it's based on.
Is that the Alan Tudyk thing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's funny. That one is really funny.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that.
And then the other thing that I was watching is Peacemaker. So you and I both watched episode 2 of last week. Episode 3 is now on HBO Max. I want to like this show so bad, and after 2 episodes, I don't like it. Like I really it sucked. Like that second episode was so utterly disappointing, and it's moving slow. None of it. I don't care about any of it. And they're doing these jokes that are supposed to be funny, and they're not funny. And they're trying to make his wife, the Harcourt character, almost the main character, and she's so unlikable. Like I don't care about her being pissed off and wanting to fight everybody.
I hated the little turn of phrase that they did in the first episode. It's like you're too full of toxic masculinity. Ugh. And it's like they were shitting on the people who actually don't like their properties or don't like the direction that Marvel or DC is going, because they say, well, that's just toxic masculinity. And they're like, oh, that we're turning it on them so they could see that the audience really is you got to stop. You have to stop, or you're going to just completely fail in every direction. It's not the audience fault all the time. The audience isn't wrong 100% of the time. And you keep pushing this whole thing that it's the audience's fault. What was that one guy that it was a reviewer online, and he started he was talking about the box office, trying to figure out why the box office was so terrible. He's like, I think we all need to start looking for, stop pointing fingers at the studio and start looking at the people who are consuming and attending these movies here.
Yeah.
That, like, it was the audience's fault that these movies.
Fault.
Yeah. He's like, the Jurassic Park movie is a terrible movie, but it made $1 billion. But meanwhile, all these other great masterpieces are coming out, and the audience. So maybe it's the audience's fault. Maybe you're not going to have a career within a year because, and I heard it on one of the Neurotic broadcasts where they were saying it's like they're trying to figure out where the audience is going. Where can we go to get the audience back? And one of them said, it's like, maybe we're at the point where we have to start to realize the audience is gone. They're not there. They didn't go. It's not like they're not watching Disney movies. They went to watch, and they're only watching Paramount stuff, or they're going to watch like a Magnolia film or an independent company's stuff. Mm-hmm. They lost the mindset of enjoying films, and they're not coming back, at least not anytime soon. So it's like the audience is gone. Maybe that's something to consider instead of saying it's the audience's fault all the time. Now, 100% of the time, they're not right either. I get that, but they can't be wrong all of the time. Every time there's a flop, it can't be that it's the audience's fault.
Well, a lot of this also started back when they did the all-female Ghostbusters movie. I didn't care that they were all female.
That was terrible.
I had a love for the first two movies. They wanted to go a different direction. That's fine. But what they did was they punched down. They made the only male character really an idiot. They made all the males a bad guy. And when this movie flopped, they immediately...
Wait, who was the assist? Who was in the Janine role? It was Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, okay.
And he was an idiot. He was like the dummy. Like, he wasn't even a Janine. He was just stupid.
No, but he was in, for that universe, he was the Janine role. Yeah.
Right. But like what they did was the second it didn't make any money, oh, well, it's because of toxic masculinity. It was like these men ruined it, this. And I'm like, no, you made a bad movie. Like, you didn't make a good movie. Mm-hmm. Like, you made a movie so bad that when they put out the box set and they made it a limited edition, they weren't going to put your movie in it. And then they got a lot of flack for it. So they, at the last second, they said, okay, here's the digital copy of it, which then I gave away because I didn't care for it. Like, that's what happens when you have these things that don't do well. You have to blame somebody else. Snow White didn't do well. You know why? Because men hate strong women role. No, we don't. Look back to Alien. Go to Alien. Ripley is one of the most iconic female badasses in sci-fi and cinema. We have no problem with that.
None.
Make a good movie.
Most men will go and say that Alien. I mean, the third one's great too. Like 1, 2, and 3, I think hold a place as far as great cinematic sci-fi properties, horror properties, even too. Put it into that genre. Mm-hmm. But no one had a problem with I almost said Rhea Ripley, who's the wrestler.
No one cares about Rhea Ripley in Alien movies.
Oh my God, I would watch Rhea Ripley in an Alien movie. Why not?
Dressed that way, yeah.
But having Ripley in that movie, nobody complained, and that was what, 79, that movie?
Yes, 70 something. Yeah.
No one ever complained about her being a strong female lead in that movie because the story was good. The alien was badass. She was badass in it. No one had a problem.
No,
none.
So you make a good movie and it'll be good. This is the problem right now with Peacemaker, is that I think James Gunn has got a little too high on his horse. He's controlling this universe. He's got some good properties, and then this show, it's making dumb jokes like bird blindness,
right?
Like,
that whole thing with Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows was. I love Tim Meadows. When he shows up in things, it's usually funny. He was terrible in this, and I don't think it's his fault. I think it was a terrible writing. So I'm going to watch the third episode. I'm going to continue on. I keep hearing that the last 3 episodes are really good. I shouldn't have to wait for the last 3 episodes for it to get good. So hopefully it gets better soon because I am not enjoying it. I've been playing Gears of War. They did a remaster. I posted a picture of me playing it, tagged Chad, and Chad was all excited about it because we used to play this all the time. So I'm going to keep playing that. I think I'm going to go through the storyline. I was doing some multiplayer with my brother, and I realized that I'm old. Like, I used to play this when I was a much younger man, and now I'm getting my ass beat. So it's very humbling, but it's fun. I enjoy it. And then music-wise, there's a lot of new music out. I've been listening to the new Deftones album called Private Music. That's really good. There's a new band, President. They've been kind of sneaking out songs. They just put a new one out today called Destroy Me. That's not too bad. And then the big one that got released today that everyone on the internet's going crazy for, and I enjoy the song, it's called End of You, and it's Amy Lee from Evanescence, Poppy, and Courtney LaPlante from, Spirit Box. And it's like 3 like gothy chicks doing fucking Evanescence hardcore and all that stuff. It's actually really good. So that's what I've been watching and listening to. I think what I'm going to start doing is make a playlist of all the stuff I've been listening to, kind of like we did for the summer.
Okay.
And then I'll put something out so everybody can kind of
we got to make promo to promote. If you wanted, we had these playlists on Spotify and on Apple. I think we have to update because I think I've made some changes. You made some changes, and we got to sync them to the other platforms. Yeah. So, there's the It's Eric Nagel show playlists. There's Eric's version and Jordan's version, both available on Spotify and on Apple Music. So go and check that out.
And speaking of music, it's a concert month. So next week, I'll have some follow-ups on Linkin Park. I'm going to go see Coheed and Taking Back Sunday. And then
remember, Coheed, fuck Cambria.
No Cambria, though.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. For me... I watched the Eminem documentary, Stan.
How is that?
Good.
Okay.
The people that I got to tell you, they did something that they did a swerve at the end of this documentary that I was so excited that they did. The people that they talk to, they start off kind of normal. Like there's a bunch of different people. All they're not together, but they're all recorded in this one studio setting, right? So every time it cuts to a different person talking about a different portion of Eminem's life, or when they eventually get to Stan and the cultural significance of the song and what it did, whenever it cuts to the different people, they're all in the same chair with the same background, right? So it was all shot in the same spot, not together, but just one by one, right? And the way they go through everything here, towards the end, I don't know if this is a bit of a spoiler or not. Should I say it?
I mean, he's a famous rapper. We kind of know where it gets to, so
okay.
I'm fine with it.
All right. So you know his success story, then it's no surprise to anybody. No, but towards the end, as they're talking about this stuff, and they're getting to know these people that are super stans, if you will. And towards the end, they're like, so what do you think about that? Like, Eminem, are you still a fan? Are you still this, whatever? And it's like, what did you think you're going to get out of this, doing this documentary? Were you surprised that you were picked? Those kind of questions, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah. And it's like, so you're a big, yeah. And he's like, did you think you were going to get to meet Eminem at the end of this documentary thing there? And they were all kind of like, one guy's like, nah, I didn't think it was. It was cool to be a part of it. Everybody else was like, well, I thought maybe that's what this is linked to. Is he, like, they were all kind of freaking out thinking he was here. And then they let him know. I was like, no, he's not here. He's not coming to this. And I went, oh my God, that huge buildup to these psychos, and used them for the documentary. And they all thought like they were going to get, like when the off-camera producer, I guess whoever's doing the questioning,
right,
said, he's like, do you think Eminem's going to see this? And like, oh yeah, he's definitely going to, what do you think he's going to think about? Do you think you come here and you think that you're going to get to meet Eminem? And they all like, it's like, is Eminem, because you would think that the way this was going, you would think like, because they were part of this, Eminem would come out from behind the curtain or something. Mm-hmm. And it was set up like, what's the video? Or is it the Eminem show? It's the one that has the red curtains.
I think it's the Eminem show.
Right. So it's that, the set, it looks like that, right? And you'd think he's going to come through the curtain. Like one person turned to look and they're like, no, really? Like they thought he was going to be there. And they're like, oh no, he's not here. And I went,
that's so funny.
So fucking funny. In fact, they went so far to do this. They flew somebody out to this area of Detroit, right? And there's portions of the documentary where they have Eminem in a blacked out vehicle, like an Escalade or something, right? Tinted. And they're driving him around parts of Detroit where he grew up. They went past what was his like a childhood home that's just an empty lot now, and these kind of things. He's walking around, he's talking about where him and Proof used to hang out. He's like, we used to climb up that tree, and he could climb high. Like Eminem's just talking about his childhood and what led to him and the people that he brought with him. Like D12 was from his neighborhood. Proof was a good friend of his, and Proof was the Mekhi Phifer character from 8 Mile and all of this stuff. So he's explaining this walking around. At the end, they flew one person in to Detroit because this guy or this girl, I don't remember if it was a guy or a girl, was talking about like knew everything about Eminem, knew all this stuff there. And they went to a place. It was a restaurant that Eminem used to work at. Like he used to wash dishes or something. And he would, the owner of the restaurant still had the place. And the person's like, where did he do? What is that? He's like, well, he used to answer that phone over there and take orders. So she went and picked up the phone and she's like, oh my God, I'm like Eminem. Like they have, I think it was her. They have her sitting outside. Now they're looking at this way. You're not looking at the restaurant. Like the camera's back against the restaurant. They're at this patio table thing where she's sitting there, right? And they're talking to her about something. And she's like, oh my God, this is the closest I'll ever get to Eminem. This is fantastic, whatever. What happens is while she's talking, you see the main road. A black Escalade comes driving right past as she's talking. It immediately cuts to Eminem, the guy in the camera with Eminem, and you see in the window, Eminem is in, like he doesn't know either. I think they just were filming it this way. He's leaning against the window, looking out at the window like this way, like the car's going this way. He's leaning on the window. There's more of this window here. The camera guy's obviously this way in front of him, looking back at him, right? Right. So you see his head leaning against the window, and you see the window on here. As this girl's talking, the black Escalade goes past. It cuts to the interior shot where he's laying there. You see her in the table as he went past. She never got to meet Eminem.
So first unit was filming the one thing. Second unit was doing.
They lined it up so that he drove past. I don't know if Eminem knew and he's just a great actor, or if they set it up and then told him later and they thought it was funny. But the way that's like the documentary is just building up about the insane people affected. Eminem was right not to come and meet these people, even though they were part of it. It makes these people look insane, even though they were treated very respectfully. They make themselves look insane. And then at the end was a big kind of a fuck you that you're not getting to meet Eminem. And that one girl, he was maybe 15 feet from where she was sitting roadside as his Escalade went past. He was right there.
That makes me.
I paused this thing and I sat there and I reflected. I took it in and I thought about it. I went, that can't be what I just saw. And I went back and watched it again, and I'm sitting there back and I go, this is fucking amazing.
That's
like
great.
the documentary was good, but those scenes and what they did, I went, you never see that. And if you do something like that, it's a bad attempt at like a prank show where you can telegraph this thing coming. I telegraphed that you think that each person was going to meet Eminem. Like that was the thank you for doing the documentary.
Right.
They were told he's not here. He's not coming to this. And then that one girl, he 15 feet away from her, drove past her, and she has no idea, probably until she saw the documentary, that Eminem was in that car right next to her. I said, this is amazing.
Gabby's in a chat. Hi, Gabby. She said he did come out to meet some of them at the premiere, though.
Oh, he did?
That's great.
Okay.
But could you imagine you get to meet him finally at the beginning of the premiere, and then they watch the movie, and then they realize he was there.
They were
the whole
fucking with him the entire time.
Oh man.
Well, that's what
I don't know what would be worse.
That's what a stan is. They're obsessed fans. It was based on that thing there. I do love the culture because I saw it for the last few years online where they kept saying because now everything's a ship. We ship them because we're now involved in this celebrity relationship kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But they're like, we stan her so hard. We stan them so hard. And you try to say, do you even know what you're saying? Do you know what stan is? Stan is a super fan, right? Do you know where it comes from? They don't know. And you try to tell some people, and you're like, that's an Eminem song, right? No, it's not where it's from. Okay. You're a psycho. You're exactly what the definition of this is. Give it a watch. It is on Paramount, I believe. The Eminem
think
documentary? I believe it's on Paramount.
They put out an album to go with it, so you can got the official soundtrack, including things like Live at Wembley in 2014 and Stan live at the Grammy Awards, the one he did with Elton John.
Yes, because that's part of the thing there too, was where he did the Stan song with Elton John at was it Grammys or the Oscars?
The Grammys,
43rd, where they performed that. Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus, so you can go there and watch it there. It's definitely worth the watch. I loved the ending because it was just, he's never not fucking with people. And it was so good. And he was fucking with the people who were insane and deserved to be fucked with. So fantastic for that. I don't think I watched anything else. I think that was about it. I've been watching shit online, but it's nothing that anybody would care about. I've been watching this one YouTube channel. It's called Places. That's the name of the YouTube channel. Places. Very simple. And it's this guy, very thorough investigations, and he tells you about different parts of the world. Like I was watching a lot of North Korea stuff with this guy.
I believe you sent him.
I just watched a video about this multi-billion-dollar theme park that was supposed to compete with Shanghai Disney's theme park, and it cost him like $300 billion. It went into debt, never got finished. There's people that bought in advanced luxury condo apartments and stuff there for like $350,000 that are still paying off this debt for places that were never finished being built. And they're still, because of the law there, they're still entitled to pay the mortgage, even though those places are not completely done. I've been watching weird videos like that. That one guy, Mikey OK, he's a British travel guy, and he was just backpacking through different areas of China and North Korea. Like, this is the shit I'm watching late at night. I'm like, all of a sudden I'm watching this stuff and I go, wait, what is this going on here? I sent you, one of the guys did a video about the most unlivable place in the United States, and it's Phoenix.
Yeah.
So you got to watch that and tell me what you think too.
Accurate. That's what I'll think.
So that's what I've been up to here. Let's move on to what's out right now, Jordan. What's out right now? What's out right now? Tell us.
In theaters out now, The Conjuring Last Rites, the last movie in the Conjuring franchise, takes place, I believe, in 1984, finishes up their storyline. Unfortunately, not getting a lot of great reviews. I'm still going to see it, but there's that. Hamilton's got a 10-year anniversary release in theaters. It's the same version you saw on Disney Plus, but now in the big screen in the theaters. So that's out now. Over on Netflix, Wednesday, season 2, part 2 has been released, and the entire internet is trying to ruin it for me, so I have to watch it all.
Don't go to Wendy's then, because everything there is all it's now Wednesdays instead of Wendy's.
I got the Wednesday's meal, so it's a bunch of chicken nuggets. It's got a shake with like the
one of the things. It's in a coffin box or something, right?
Mine didn't come in a coffin box, but I did get the 2 sauces. So they gave me one sauce. It tasted like almost like a ranch with like hot sauce in it.
Okay.
And I have the other sauce that you don't, because it's a question mark, so you don't know what sauce is in it. So I've got one more. I'll probably maybe do.
Are there multiple sauces, or is it one sauce that's a question mark?
I think it's multiple sauces. So it's like,
so each time you get one, you don't know which sauce you're getting.
Correct. So I may got a different sauce this time around. So
okay,
there's that. Like we talked about, Peacemakers over on HBO Max, season 2, episode 3 is out now as we're doing this show.
Okay.
Over on Paramount Plus, Beavis and Butthead season 3. I know that's another one of those revivals that we absolutely enjoy. Season 3 is out now. Over on Disney Plus and Hulu, Alien Earth episode 5 is out.
Okay.
Lilo and Stitch live action is also out.
Maybe we can do Coheed and Cambria with Lilo and Stitch. Remember, always Lilo, fuck Stitch.
Over on The Cock, The Paper, the Office spinoff, will be out on
I have
the 4th.
Zero interest in watching that at all.
All 10 episodes instantly available for your viewing
That's
pleasure.
not good. You were hyping up the new spinoff from The Office, and it's all out at one time. Like it's not. Are they airing it on NBC, or is it just on Peacock?
Just the Peacock.
That ain't good. Okay.
And then over on Video on Demand, Nobody 2, which I've been seeing a lot of clips of. I kind of want to go see that. I love the first one.
Me too. I want to see that. So I've got a lot to watch this weekend now.
And then, as we talked about last week, when is Naked Gun going to come out? Guess what? It's out now on Video on Demand. You can go rent or buy that digitally. I already bought my copy because I love that.
How much was your copy digitally to buy? Was it $15 or $25?
$25.
It was $25.
But
All right.
I didn't pay full price. I had a coupon. I would have never paid $25 for a digital copy. But
Yeah.
it is. But the problem is that the renting copy is $20. So like,
Yeah, that's
what on the movie.
I know, but I saw that too. I was looking on Fandango.
Yeah, that's where I go.
And I saw that for $25.99. I said, this is not worth $25.99.
Yeah,
I'll wait for a sale to come around and do that.
Yeah, so that's all what's out now. I'm going to update what's coming up soon for the rest of the month, so we'll get to that next week.
Let me see if I have anything that what's coming up soon.
Slow.
Hold on.
There's not a ton.
September 7th, MTV VMAs.
Oh, LL Cool J's hosting that.
It's not on MTV. It's on CBS. No. It's airing that what is the 7th? Sunday? No, today's the 5th, so 6th. Yeah, 7th. It's on Sunday. It's airing on CBS broadcast television. It's not even airing on MTV. This is how fucked up it's been. Like the last couple of years, they were simulcasting it on every Viacom channel at the same time because they were just desperate to get any eyes on it because you can't just put it on MTV anymore.
They're not even going to play that on Paramount Plus, like simultaneously?
Oh, I don't know. I just saw all the articles that it's going to be airing on CBS broadcast television.
Right.
So the last couple of years, they've had it on every Viacom channel that they could. Or Paramount Channel now, because they just needed to get eyes on it because it was dead in the water watching it on MTV. And now you've gone so far, you took it off all your channels and now we're just on CBS hoping that anybody's going to watch this. Give up. No one cares anymore. There's not, even if no one cares about the performances, there's no, to use harsh language, scuttlebutt about that at all. There's no water cooler talk the next day about what's going on. Unless somebody announces a pregnancy or dies or has a heart attack or something, no one gives a shit about who wins the VMAs anymore. And then they had to combine the other one too. Remember, the movie awards became movie, television, and streaming, and it was our segment too, but they gave you an award for it. Yeah, that's all it was. Anyway, end of rant. So September 7th is the VMAs. You said The Conjuring. There's nothing that I have on my list until the 25th.
Yeah, September's a little slow. October ramps it up. We're getting Tron Ares in October, which I'm looking forward to big time.
Right.
Bigly. Yeah, other than that,
all
very
right.
Bigly.
Let's move on to the news, Jordan.
And the news. I just wanted to do this real quick. We were talking about how Hollywood's kind of getting lazy, not really doing a lot. I did a compilation of the next month of things returning to the theaters. So we got Back to the Future 40th anniversary coming to theaters October 31st. That one I'm excited about. I want to see Back to the Future.
I want to go see that.
That'll be a good one. I just said Tron Ares is coming out in October to do a double feature with Tron Legacy. So we're going to do an IMAX double feature on October 8th, a couple days before the release of Tron Ares. So if you want to see that movie early, you can get tickets for the IMAX. But Tron Legacy is getting re-released. Apollo 13 30th anniversary is coming to IMAX September 19th. Avatar, The Way of Water, the last Avatar movie, they're putting out on October 3rd to get you excited for that third Avatar, the third of 6. I hate them all, but who cares? And then Casper is celebrating its 30th anniversary, coming back to theaters October 3rd. There is nothing coming out in the theaters that's worth watching anymore. So they have to do this. They're putting out.
We talked about
movies.
that last week, I think, right? With Jaws' 50th anniversary re-release, made $10 million.
We were talking about on the phone call the other day. You and I.
I thought we talked about it last week. Yeah, no. Jaws got re-released, and rightfully so for the 50th anniversary. But usually those are like one-off things. Right. That weekend they had it out there, made $10 million.
50-year-old movie, Labor Day weekend. $10 million.
Yeah. Took it away from current movies. Like people's like, I'm not, whatever was out at the time, they're like, yeah, I'm not going to go see that. I'll go see Jaws again. The Harry Potter movies, they showed all 8 movies, one a day in multiple theaters. And like you said, Back to the Future has a thing coming. Oh, a couple weeks ago, they did Batman and Batman Returns, the 89 and 91 movies.
I know. I'm so mad I missed
back to back as a specialty thing. This is going to be the thing now. Yeah. I talked to Gary from Nerdrotic today. That interview is going to come out in a little bit. And we were talking about bringing these old movies into the box office. And I said, can you believe that this is where it's going now? That they're going to have to just like at one time we're going to have Godfather come into the box office, and that's going to be number one and beat out whatever new movie is out there. And you go back and you look and you go, wait, The Godfather, the 70s movie, The Godfather, just hit number one in the box office again in 2025 or 26, whenever they decide to do it, because that's how bad everything has gotten.
Well, I mean, I think, what is it, next year or the year after? I think it's 2027. Yeah, 2027. They're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. So that's coming back.
Yep, that's coming back.
Just keep retreading all the old stuff because nostalgia works.
I'm going to throw a prediction out there. In 2 weeks, the Gabby's Dollhouse movie comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that thing makes $1 billion and like Fantastic Four and Superman didn't?
Ugh.
The Gabby's Dollhouse movie was like the third biggest box office of the year.
That would be crazy.
I can't. I'm hoping. I have to go see the movie. I'm not kidding. I'm going to see the movie because I have a kid that wants to see the movie, so I'm going. But I would love for the fact that if that thing became the third biggest box office of the year, what does that say about everything that's going on right now? That nobody knows what they're doing.
Well, I find it very, very interesting that Lilo and Stitch, number one movie of the year.
I think
other
that's
than
also
Gabby's Dollhouse is going to thing. But
I think that had because it had the Super Bowl push right before it was released too.
Yeah, but a lot of movies have Super Bowl pushes. Like a lot of movies put out trailers and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's
a hype up
family movie.
Yeah, but this was a movie that they weren't going to release in the theaters.
That is also
they made
true.
the movie, and they were like, you know what, this is just going to go straight to Disney Plus. And you know, in the 11th hour, they're like, you know what, let's just put it out there. It wouldn't hurt. And they just re-released it in the theaters again for Labor Day weekend because they know they could.
We'll put in the chat here saying the same reason they remaster games. There's very little risk and it works. I want to point out, I just rebought the entire BioShock franchise, the remastered versions on Steam. All three of them are on sale right now. I got it for $15.
I was going to say you probably paid less than 20. I think I did the same thing on. I think I have it on Steam, and then I think I also.
I was so excited because the
Switch.
remastered versions give you the original version and the remastered version per purchase. So I got BioShock and the remaster, BioShock 2 and the remaster, BioShock Infinity and the remaster, and
all the DLC.
Yeah,
so you got all this stuff from like Minerva's Den,
all of it because it was all on sale this week. This week on Steam, $15. I couldn't have hit that button fast enough. Now, if they could just start selling Epic Mickey 1 and 2 pretty cheap, I'll be living on Easy Street.
Right. So yeah, Hollywood's getting lazy, but here we are. Anyway, moving on. Spotify is going to be rolling out a messaging feature, which doesn't make sense, but here we are.
Yeah, they're trying to do social media content with it.
So they're going to be
that might, you know what, that might work because there are a lot of young people on Spotify. That might actually work. I don't think it would, but it has the possibility of working.
Maybe. So what they're going to do is they're going to roll an in-app messaging feature to allow one-on-one conversations where you can share content, react text with emojis. It'll be offered to free and premium users ages 16 and older in select markets on mobile devices. According to Spotify, you can start a message in the app with people you've interacted with through Spotify, like people you've already previously shared content with, joined jams, whatever that is, or blends, collaborated on playlists with, or if you share a family plan or a duo plan. While listening to a song, podcast, or audiobook in the Now Playing view, tap the share icon, select a friend, and then you can hit send. Once you accept a message request, you'll be able to react with emojis, send text, and share Spotify content. You can opt to accept or reject messages, requests, and friends and family. Spotify says if you receive inappropriate or harmful message, you can report the content and account by holding down on the message and selecting report. So basically, yeah, they're kind of creating social media within their little universe. I don't use Spotify, so I don't know how well it's going to work, or who's going to use it, or how much anyone's really going to use
what's the one that's Snapchat? That's the one that's still there, but nobody talks about, nobody promotes, nobody uses it. But you still find out that kids and people still use Snapchat.
Yeah.
What if Spotify becomes the new Snapchat / not OnlyFans? What's the one that they use? It's like WhatsApp. There's an app out there that Telegram. Telegram, I think it is.
I think I've heard of that. Yeah.
That the OnlyFans people also promote Telegram because it's a secure thing that they could charge for adult content. What if the Spotify feature becomes the new adult haven for that kind of stuff?
Ew.
I know, you wouldn't see it coming, and then Spotify has to go, we're the biggest music platform streamer almost in the world next to Apple, and now we're also like the hotspot for adult content. Like, we did not plan for this. How do we get rid of it?
It's stripping to our playlists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So they're going to be doing that.
What you usually do, yeah. Which, by the way, we'll plug the It's Eric Nagel music playlist available on Spotify and on Apple Music. There's Eric's version and Jordan's version. Go and listen and tell us which one you like better. And don't lie, because we'll know. Go ahead.
Warner Brothers is joining studios' AI copyright battle against Midjourney. I know we talked about a couple studios a couple months ago trying to sue. It was Disney and Universal. Well, Warner Brothers has joined in on Thursday, becoming the third studio to accuse the AI image generating platform of blatant copyright violations. In the complaint, Warner Brothers alleges that Midjourney willfully creates both still images and video of its characters, including Superman, Batman, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tom, and Jerry. The complaint also alleges that Midjourney recently eliminated guardrails that block users from creating videos that infringes on its IP. Midjourney thinks it's above the law, the lawsuit states. Without any consent or authorization by Warner Brothers Discovery, Midjourney brazenly dispenses Warner Brothers Discovery intellectual property as if it were its own. Warner Brothers is represented by the same lawyers that sued Midjourney on behalf of Disney and Universal back in June.
What does Midjourney own?
It's I don't know, because I know like Grok is Twitter or X. Gemini is Google.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, it's its
Facebook
own thing.
gave up altogether on their AI stuff, right?
It's probably best, but yeah. So I don't know. I think maybe Midjourney's its own thing, but
okay.
I don't know if that big tech is behind one.
If only I had some kind of device I could look this up.
Yeah. Well, here we are. In both cases, the studios argue that Midjourney users are creating infringing outputs, images, and videos that closely resemble copyrighted characters. Both lawsuits also maintain that Midjourney could continue to offer its service with protections in place to prevent such duplications. So
they're a private company. They are just,
that's what I thought.
It's all just Midjourney. So
okay.
Maybe that's why they're being ballsy with it. I mean, it's going to fail legally, but that's why they're being ballsy with it, because they don't have a big corporate backer that's going to. Or they might be doing this in order to get a big corporate backer to kind of swoop in and buy them out. Maybe, yeah. Put the guardrails up, but yeah. Paramount and Legendary are closed out of a 3-year global distribution deal. Street Fighter is now dated for fall of 2026. They finalized a new multi-year worldwide film distribution deal, which will kick off with the upcoming Street Fighter movie, now dated for next fall. Under the 3-year deal, Paramount... Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, it was right All right, while you sneeze, I'm going to answer this real quick because I just saw it here and I had to double check. Preston in the chat saying, where in Spotify I only see the podcast episodes. I do have to make a correction. I should change the name of this then, but it's IEN playlist, not It's Eric Nagel playlist. But if you type in IEN playlist, you'll see Eric's version and you'll see Jordan's version. Maybe I should update it too. I'll leave it as IEN. I'll just correct how I promote it and get a new promo made for it. But IEN playlist will be the way to do it. So, okay.
Cool. All right. Let's see. What was I talking about? Paramount embarked on a deal-making spree after closing its $8 billion merger with Skydance, while Legendary released recent box office wins, including Dune Part 2 and this year's blockbuster Minecraft movie. Outside of the new pact, Warner Brothers will continue to distribute select Legendary franchises, including Dune Part 3, which is currently in production and slated for release in 2026.
What if we make a movie called Dune, Where's My Car? And it's just over there in the giant sand pit before the Tremors worm hops up and eats it. Yeah,
it's just footage of me looking for my car after the haboob. It's like, where's my?
Oh, you should do that. Next time the haboob hits and there's you got the sand everywhere and everything, just go out by your car where it's covered in sand and you just go like this, and we'll put it up there. Dune, Where's My Car? Coming soon to theater. I bet you we put that in the theater, and it makes $1 billion.
Sure. Low budget, it'd be easy. Also in 2027, Godzilla X Kong Supernova. I know we both liked the last one, oddly enough.
Oh, punk rock Godzilla, where he's got the pink mohawk and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
And then King Kong had his Infinity Gauntlet.
So yeah, they're going to be releasing all kinds of stuff with Street Fighter being their tentpole in 2026. Nicolas Cage is in talks to star in a True Detective season 5, which I didn't realize they were doing True Detective still.
Why? No one
Who
cares.
So he's nearing a deal to star in
They
True
loved
Detective
the first one, and then the rest
First
didn't
was
work.
great. Season 5 at HBO. Variety has learned from sources details are being kept under tight wraps of the new season, but it's revealed that earlier this year that the season 5 will be set in the Jamaica Bay area of New York City. So we'll see about that one.
Oh, so Law and Order. Got it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Masters of the Universe signed Kristen Wiig to join the cast as Roboto.
Coming off the $1 billion success smash of the Gabby's Dollhouse movie, by the way.
Is she going to be in that one?
She's the lead in it. There's the girl who plays Gabby, and then she plays the lead villain in that movie.
Oh, she's the villain. Very nice. Well, she's going to be voicing the character Roboto. Leading the cast are Nicholas Galitzine as the sword-wielding prince, Jared Leto as Skeletor, which I keep forgetting. Jesus Christ. Camila Mendez as Tila, Miranda Baccarin as the Sorceress, James Purfoy as King Randor, Alison Brie as Evil Lynn, Charlotte Riley as Queen Marlena.
Hopefully he doesn't ruin that movie like he's going to ruin the new Tron movie, but...
Well, we'll see. Idris Elba, who I didn't realize was going to be in this movie, is going to be Man-at-Arms. Let's see. Hathor Bjornsson, who was in Game of Thrones, is going to be Goatman, which is hilarious that they're putting him in there. And then, yeah, she's going to be the character of Roboto. Scrubs Revival has added John C. McGinley to the cast. He's the latest to join the cast. Judy Reyes joined the other day, rounding out pretty much the entirety of the original cast.
He was the best part of that show.
I love Dr.
It wasn't...
Cox,
JD was the most annoying out of all of them. Sarah Chalk was, pleasant
Neurotic.
to look at. And then the guy from Clueless was there to be the new Carlton.
Donald Faison.
He was just dancing all the time. And it was John C. McGinley who really made that show. That and the episode where Colin Hay was walking around playing.
It was like season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, was playing Men at Work songs behind JD.
And then he smashes the guitar at the end.
One of the
So
best
good.
pieces of television ever.
So yeah, McGinley's returning. That means 5 of the show's 7 regulars have returned so far. The only ones that haven't signed on are Neil Flynn, who played the janitor, and Ken Jenkins, who played Bob Kelso. I'm sure after
He's
this,
still alive?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's old, but he's still kicking.
Okay.
I know Neil Flynn had a lot of work after Scrubs ended, so who knows? I don't know if he's doing anything lately, so he may sign on, but I don't know about Ken Jenkins. We talked about The Paper coming out, 10 episodes all at once. You said it's a death knell. There's no possible way they can do much. Guess what? Season 2 has already been renewed. So Peacock has already renewed The Paper for a second season. Domhnall Gleeson and Sabrina Imperatori revealed the good news while promoting the series on NBC.
Somebody paid in advance for it. That's why. It's already shot and done. They're going to say, it's in production. It's already done.
My thought, it's a King of the Hill situation where they shot 20 episodes. They did 10 to go out.
Split it in
They're
half.
going to renew for the 10 more to generate
What did I
buzz,
just
and then
read
that's it.
about? They did this on purpose with another. Oh, the Meghan Markle reality show that they did.
Yeah.
She was promoting with Chrissy Teigen, like new episode, new whatever. And it turned out they had shot this already a long time ago, but they wanted to stretch it out as long as they could. And it like everyone hates her. And it's hard to say that because it's like, wait, Chrissy Teigen or Meghan Markle? And I'll just say yes, because it's both. Everyone hates both of them.
Yeah.
But they did the same thing with her. They shot it in advance and then they waited like a year or something before they released the rest of the episodes. Like, oh, it's a new season. Everyone hates it.
I know. Mortal Kombat 2. I know they did a big trailer for it. Everyone was going crazy for it, and it got delayed to summer of 2026. So now it went from October 24th of this year to May 15th, 2026. It's now going to be a part of the launch of next year's summer season and avoid the crowded landscape of this October. Earlier this year, the Final Destination's Bloodlines movie, which you can catch on HBO Max, and I highly suggest it. It's actually really good. Had a similar May slot and did very well. So that's what they're hoping for. So we'll see.
Oh, good.
And then to round it out, Cobra Kai creators are going to be tackling a new movie for Universal. They are going to be writing, creating and possibly directing a not live action, but a movie version of Knight Rider. So we're probably going to get
I did see something about that.
Yeah, so they're going to be doing
I don't know if that's a concept that worked in the time that it was released, but I don't. And you look back fondly of it because if you watch it now, Knight Rider is a terrible show.
Oh, 100%.
But you enjoy it from a nostalgic point of view where you go, oh yeah, that is kind of cool. Just like a lot of those other shows, like the A-Team it worked for its time, but it was like Star Wars. They kept shooting and nobody ever got killed.
Right.
Dukes of Hazzard was another one. Oh, no, actually Dukes holds up better than some of the other ones do.
Surprisingly.
Airwolf. Remember Airwolf?
Oh, you couldn't. Yeah, Airwolf's terrible.
It's like that helicopter seemed to find its way everywhere. It was almost like Night Boat, the crime-solving boat. There's always a river or a fjord. You know, it just knew where to go and how to cut things off.
Here's my thought. What if instead of a drama like the TV show was, what if they tried to make it a comedy? Remember Starsky and Hutch? That wasn't exactly like a comedic TV show, but they made that kind of funny as a movie. Because
they had Snoop as Huggy Bear for that. But what if all right, so you're saying a comedic...
Like make it kind of campy and dumb.
What if it's a cross between like Knight Rider and that old 50s show, My Mother the Car, that was reincarnated as a car after she died? I remember that. So that's what it is. It's really the voice of Mr. Feeney, even though it was the voice of Mr. Feeney, but it's like the body of Mr. Feeney reincarnated into the Knight Rider car, and they just have hilarious adventures. Remember they rebooted Knight Rider. Was it Knight Rider 2000 or something?
They did. They updated Knight Rider a couple times. They did one where it was Michael Knight returned, so it was still Hasselhoff, and he came back, and it was like Knight Rider 2000. And then they redid it again for NBC, and the Knight Rider car was a Mustang, and it was voiced by Christian Slater. And that did not do
Tom in the chat saying, we got an A-Team and Fall Guy movies, so why not? I mean, as a movie...
Fall Guy worked.
Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, here, look, whoop it. Airwolf was way superior. Yeah, it was, but it was still a ridiculous concept by today's standards looking at that. Just like the song and the helicopter shots. It's the same reason why it's the same reason why everyone liked Knight Rider. It had a killer theme song, and you just got to see that black Trans Am driving around with the red light going. Was it a Trans Am? What was Knight Rider?
I think it was a Trans Am.
Yeah.
There was always the evil
Chips
version.
was not funny. Chips was never funny. My mom loved watching Chips, but yeah, it was never funny.
But they did a movie of Chips. That's why it's like I'm thinking they make it
this is it.
Stupid.
Gittles in the chat. Knight Rider 2025, but he's an Uber driver now. He uses Kit as the car. And every time he picks something up, ripped from the headlines, there's a new adventure. All right.
Yeah. So that'll wrap it up. I have some Burning Man stuff, but
we can get through Burning Man really fast here.
No, I was thinking we need to do it next week because so much stuff is coming out about it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think I want to wait till we kind of know more.
I'm just going to say this. I don't know how you're going to top last year's where they were all cemented into the fucking Burning Man area because of the storms. Hilarious. I hate that concert. I despise the people who go there because you see them. They're all just rich, uppity, pretentious fucks trying to be hippie, earthy kind of people. And to find out last year they had a massive rainstorm because the desert dried up really quick and turned into cement that nobody could get out of there. Hilarious. I don't know. I don't know how you're going to top that. I don't know how we're going to top this show. Oh, yes, I do. We're going to end it. That's how we're going to top this show here. The music is there. We got to do the plugs. So as always, Jordan, our nation's eyes turn to you.
You guys can check me out on Instagram, X, Blue Sky, and YouTube at Jinx Ronan, Twitch at Jinx Ronan 79. I'm going to be playing some Gears of War Remastered because that's what we do. I'm going to do some of that storyline, so come check me out there. If you want to use your Amazon subscription and get your free month of Twitch access to It's Eric Nagel, go to our Twitch channel at It's Eric Nagel. Use the little free month. Help us out. Cost you nothing extra. We'd appreciate it.
All right. For me, it's Eric Nagel. Get me my... There we go. Thank you. For me and the show, it's Eric Nagel across the board on all the social media platforms. If you're on the iHeartRadio app, you're the one. Congratulations. If you're on Apple and Spotify, do us a kindness, leave us a positive review. It does help out the program. You can join us live each and every week as we do this attempt at a show on YouTube and on Twitch. You can hop into the live rooms, come in. Next time, I want all of you in here throwing your money around with super chats, super tips. No, we don't have super tips. That's a different program. Super chats, stickers, that's the other thing. Bits, whatever the nonsense that Twitch uses. Throw your money around like a big spender. It's going to be that kind of party with your balls out. That's what we're doing. If you can't be a part of that, believe me, I understand. You can always go to our YouTube channel at It's Eric Nagel and find all the shows that you missed, clips, highlights, all that fun stuff will be there. And thank you again to our pal BJ Shea, who came on here to start the show with us talking about Brother Weeze's radio legend up in Rochester, his last day. Thank you for sitting in through all of that. So that's it.
Yeah,
I think
he's
we're
up in
done.
Seattle, right?
He's in Seattle, yeah. He's not on currently right now. He's sitting at, they say on the beach. That's how they put it. But
I've decided I'm going to start following the Seattle Kraken a lot more. So I've given up boycotting the NHL. I'm going to watch the Kraken.
I have a couple of their shirts because their shirts are pretty much our colors, navy, blue, and teal. So
yeah, I've got their jerseys. They've just released a new black alternate jersey that glows.
A nude black one? Oh, Jordan
black.
Walking around in black mesh? Hot. That's not what you were going for?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Until the next time, everybody.
Be excellent to each other.
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
Hey, we'll be seeing you.
There we go.
It's Eric Nagel.
Just promise me we won't do anything else with them. I want to go back to being weird. I like being weird. Weird's all I've got. That and my sweet style.
Alas, we're out of time.
Follow It's Eric Nagel on social media platforms. For ways to watch and listen to the show, or join us for the live shows, head over to itsericnagel.com. Yo, and remember to tell two friends, so they can tell two friends, and they can tell two friends, they can tell two friends, they can tell two friends. You get the idea.
Keep it real, homies.